Tips on how to write a synopsis. My name is Gina. I'm an author, editor, publishing professional. I help you make your writing better. I actually have an entire class on how to write a synopsis. You can access that on my Patreon. It is available at the classes tier. So classes and the interactive tier both have access to this. If you do not want to pay for like ongoing subscription access to Patreon, you can buy just that class for $5. It is an hour-long class in which I go through my steps on how to write a synopsis. So step one, you are going to plot. If you did not do this when you were writing the book, then now is the time. You should know what the plot of your book is. I recommend using my 8-point plotting system. It's going to make the rest of this actually a lot easier because it's going to give you 8 plot points to work from. So then step two is you use that plot to build out the synopsis. And so if you are using my 8-point plotting system, you will have 8 sentences on the page. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You will have 8 sentences, 1 sentence describing each plot point. But you know that 8 sentences is not a synopsis. So then you are going to connect the dots. Whatever you need to do to make those 8 sentences make sense together from a very high level bird's eye kind of a view. We are not looking for a ton of detail and a bunch of like backstory and all of this stuff. Just do whatever it takes to connect the dots and make the thing make sense. And then number 4, you're going to add details up to your page limit. So the person who left this comment said they were looking for a single page synopsis. A lot of agents will look for a 1 to 2 page synopsis. Very, very rarely. I have seen someone say they are looking for a 3 to 5 page synopsis. That is increasingly rare, but it is still out there. Some people are looking for those. So you're going to add whatever details you can that are necessary up to that page limit. When we are talking about a 2-page synopsis, this is usually going to be right around 1,000 words because there's no dialogue on the page, and so there's very little white space. This is going to be single spaced with an extra space in between each paragraph. Bonus step 5 is that you compare this to your query letter and your opening pages. Does that synopsis sound like the same story that is in your query letter? Do both of those documents show up as being part of your opening pages? And what I mean is, like, is the same character across all 3 documents? Or if you've got like a dual POV listed in your query letter, is that the character that's in your opening pages? Do these 3 documents make sense together? I cannot tell you how many times I open up pitch documents for people and all 3 documents sound like they came from a different book. There you go. That is a quick and dirty tip on how to write a synopsis. You will spoil the ending of the book. This will be a fairly dry document. If you can inject some voice into it, that's great. Although this is a functional document first and foremost. So focus on function. Fun stuff comes later if there's room to do so.